Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I would like to share the knowledge about Isospora or Cystoisospora. My name is Sarfraz. I am a PhD scholar in the Department of Parasitology. I would like to share this knowledge with references to these books, Veterinary Parasitology, second edition by G.M. Urquhart, Veterinary Parasitology, 4th edition by M.A. Taylor, George's Parasitology for Veterinarians, 10th edition by D. White, D. Bowman, A Handbook of Veterinary Parasitology, Domestic Animals of North America by Henry J. Griffiths, A Biology of Isospora species from humans, non-human primates, and domestic animals by DeWild S. Lindsay, A Veterinary Parasitology Reference Manual, 5th edition by William J. Fourier, and last one is the internet sources. Please subscribe my channel and also push the button of bell icon. So the subphylum Sporozoa or Apicomplexa. This Sporozoa or Apicomplexa, this subphylum is divided into the three main classes. Number one is Coccidia or elementary Sporozoa. Number two, Pyroplasmidia. Number three, that the Hemosporidia or blood Sporozoa. And this Coccidia or elementary Sporozoa, it is divided into the two main families. The number one is Emeiridae and number two is Sarcocystidae. And Emeiridae that have the following three main genera. Number one is Emeria, Isospora, Cryptosporidium. And second one is the Sarcocystidae, that this family has the four main important genera, that the Toxoplasma, Neospora, Hemondia, and Besnoita. And second one, that class, the Pyroplasmidia, that have the following genera, that Thaleria, Babesia, Cytoxazone. And the third one, the class is the Hemosporidia or blood Sporozoa, and this one is has the following genera, that the Hemoproteus, Plasmodium, Leukocytozone. Today I would like to tell about this genera, that the Isospora. So the Sporozoa or Apicomplexa, what means the Apicomplexa? The Apicomplexa, the group has possession of an apical complex. What is the apical complex? The structure which apparently assists penetration of the host cell. It is visible only with electron microscope, and having apical stages in their life cycle. And the trophozoites have no cilia and no flagella. Intracellular parasites that have the sexual stages called the gametogony, and the stage at which the gametes produce the spore is called sporogony, and the asexual stages that called the schizogony. And it is divided into the three main classes, that the Coccidia or elementary Sporozoa, and Pyroplasmidia, and Hemosporidia or blood Sporozoa. And this one is the apical complex structure, and it has the first one is the polar ring, then conoid or pellicle structure, subcellular, that the structure of the reptiles, and then the Golgi bodies, and last one is that the micropores. And this is the apical complexa structure. So Amiredia that have these are the intracellular parasites, and schizogony and gametogony take place into the same host, and sporogony or maturation take place outside of the host. And this has the three main genera. Number one is the Emeria, Isospora, Cryptosporidium. The coccidiosis. What means the coccidiosis? It is the infection of Emeria or Isospora, or collectively of Emeria and Isospora. The important points that the coccidia has main five coccidia, and they have the different important points. Number one is the Emeria. It has the four sporocysts and two sporozoites. Isospora, it has the two sporocysts and four sporozoites. Cryptosporidium, it has the two sporocysts and four sporozoites. While the Toxoplasma, it has also the two sporocysts and four sporozoites. While the Sarcocystis, that it has only the one sporocyst and four sporozoites. So what is the difference between the Isospora and Emeria? Number one is the sporulated oocyst contain the two sporocysts and four sporozoites, while in Emeria it has the four sporocysts and two sporozoites. And number two is the extra-intestinal stages occur in the spleen, liver, lymph nodes in pigs. Rodents may be ingestion of the oocyst from the dogs, and cats become infected with the asexual stages and act as reservoirs. So this one is the life cycle of the Isospora, and the coccidia have the complex life cycles. The members of this genus Isospora can complete their entire life cycle in a single host, and this one is the mature host, mature oocyst that is present in the humans or other animals, and then it takes the excitation. This excitation, at the result of this excitation, that the sporozoites are produced. This sporozoites changes into the merozoites, then merozoite changes into the gametes, and this gametes, then the process of incestation occur, and then it changes into the oocyst. And this oocyst, first one is that the immature oocyst with the sporoblast in the feces, and then this immature oocyst with the sporocyst that is ingested into the humans and then changes into the mature oocyst. And incubation period or the prepubertant period is the 3 to 14 days. The infective stage is the sporulated oocyst. So the isosporiasis in humans and different animals. The isosporiasis in humans, dogs, cats, pigs, camels, monkeys, cage birds. So first one, I would like to tell about the isosporiasis or the cystoisosporiasis in humans, and the species that is caused this disease, that is the Isospora belli, and the host is the human beings. Habitat that it inside the human being in form of the trophozoites and resides in the epithelial cells of the small intestine. Here the schizogony and gametogony occurs. And what is the identification of the Isospora belli? That the oocyst having the two types, that the immature oocyst and the mature oocyst. This mature oocyst is present in the definite host that the human beings. And what is the difference between the immature oocyst and the mature oocyst? The immature oocyst, that the size is 15 micrometer multiply the 20 micrometer. Shape is the rogue by ball like shape, and it develop inside the epithelial cell of the small intestine and the central individual's mass of the protoplasm. They are also the unsporulated. They are shed in the feces of the mature oocyst, while the mature oocyst, that the size is 20 micrometer multiply 10 micrometer, and the shape is also the rogue by shape, and it is the elongated and narrow at the one pole with the neck like restricted area, and it has the two sporocysts with four sporozoites and each mature oocyte. So the clinical sign: acute infective diarrhea. The incubation period is 2 to 11 days. That is the two main categories. One is that the immunocompetent individuals, that the rapid onset of the watery diarrhea, that 7 to 8 stools per day, nausea, anorexia, abdominal cramps, and low-grade fever and malaise, and self-limiting remission in 3 to 4 days, followed by relapse from 4 to 7 weeks. And immunocompromised individual, it has the diarrhea is prolonged 8 to 7 weeks and severe, and biliary diseases have also reported in this individual. The diagnosis, the lab diagnosis, that the direct microscopy like from the feces and duodenal aspirate, biopsy, while the diagnosis mode is otherwise the acid fast staining, autofluorescence, biopsy of intestinal mucosa, and the PCR. So the treatment, trimethoprim sulfa methoxazole TMP SMX, it is old under the trade name that the Bactrim Septra it is the medication of the choice for Cystoisospora infection, and the typical treatment regimen for adults is TMP 160 mg plus SMX 800 milligram, one double strength tablet orally twice a day for 7 to 10 days. Thank you so much.